Stir fry is 75% prep, 25% of course cooking. So it's always important to have everything ready to go into the pan because it's going to happen fast. Sauteing on high heat means jump, and that's exactly what stir fry is. It's high heat, fast cooking. Now the recipe we're going to be making today is a stir-fried beef, but we're going to be cooking it with the wine. This Untitled Rosé fits the bill perfectly. It has delicious layers of strawberry and watermelon and a hint of raspberry for a refreshing wine that is light in color yet dark in nature. It's not too sweet, so it adds another layer of flavor to our beef stir-fry. When prepping your bell pepper, we're going to cut around the seed clump, which is on the bitter side. We'll save this for Sunday omelets. We're going to cut them in half to make them smaller slices, and we're going to cut in a julienne as thin as possible so it cooks very fast, yet retains its crunchiness. You'll notice I'm cutting with the shiny or outer side facing down. This is so the knife runs easier through the pepper, unlike on this side, which is hard if your knife is not very sharp. For the onion, we're going to cut from the stem to the root straight across. Then we'll cut the top and the bottom off, the root and stem. Remove the outer peel. And inner section, which we'll save for Sunday omelets. And we'll turn it on its side and make really thin julienne slices. This recipe calls for a punch of flavor. This Kikkoman stir-fry sauce is preservative-free, and it's also great with making stir-fried chicken or pork. It adds a delicious twist to grilled foods and can also be used as a dipping sauce. You can find a myriad of additional recipes on their website, and as with all Kikkoman products, there's no added MSG. Now if you don't have a wok, you can use a large skillet. I prefer stainless steel, and we'll show you why later. We'll go ahead and get it on the heat for at least 2 minutes to get good and hot. In the meantime, we're going to season our meat with salt and fresh cracked pepper. Now my favorite for stir fry is skirt steak, but I saw this beautiful flank steak and I couldn't pass it up. I'm going to season both sides. The thicker the cracked pepper, the better. Just make sure you press it in so it stays in the meat. Now that our pan is hot, we're going to add a high temperature oil, such as grapeseed oil. Olive oil is a little bit too fruity for this dish and will burn. So we'll add our flank steak. Make sure you're putting it in away from you so it doesn't splash up any oil on you. And we'll let it get good and seared on one side for at least 3 minutes. Make sure you clean that cutting board with soapy hot water. You never want to carve cooked meat on a cutting board you had raw meat. Let's take a look. Oh, beautiful coloring. That's what we're looking for. Beautiful caramelization. We'll let the second side go for 3 minutes. Now that both sides have been seared off and caramelized for some delicious flavor, we're going to set this on our cutting board and let it rest. And we're going to slice it up later, put it back in. Now, why I said stainless steel pan is this reason right here. This burn in here is called fond and will add phenomenal flavor to our stir fry. We'll add a couple more drops of our oil, and we'll start with our mushrooms and our peppers. And we'll let them sear for about a minute. Next, we're going to add a layer of our onions. High heat and cooking in layers is what it's all about with stir fry. Now that our mushrooms and our peppers have nice caramelization on them, we'll toss it up. Boy, it smells unbelievable. Next, we're going to add our asparagus, or whatever vegetables you like. For kick, just a couple. maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon of some hot pepper flakes, and 1 garlic clove, and we'll give it a toss. Next, we're going to add our authentic Rosé wine and our kikkoman stir-fry sauce. And we'll give it a toss. Boy, unbelievable smell. What aroma. I truly wish there was smell-o-vision. For a little contrast, a little kikkoman soy sauce. A little dab will do you. At this point, our stir fry is ready. We'll go ahead and turn off our heat, and we'll slice our beef down. Now it's going to be on the rare side, but that's okay because we're going to put it back in the pan and finish cooking. We're going to cut it on the bias at about a 45-degree angle. We'll put our stir fry back on a medium heat, and we'll add the beef back into the pan just to heat through and to cook a little bit off that rare. Add just a little bit of some bean sprouts and a drizzle of some sesame oil. We'll give it a toss. Now that our beef is finished off, we're ready to serve. This dish is excellent on some rice. For contrast and flavor, we're going to top with some toasted almonds. This dish is also fantastic with the Edna Valley Rosé. Enjoy!